I've liquidated all assets and transferred them into physical gold.
That's good.
I'm wondering, should I purchase a bug out property or continue to hold the gold? I don't have the resources to do both.
Well, yeah, of course, you first have to say you've got to do whatever you're comfortable with. But, for me, as if you've been watching me for a while, you know that it's just been pretty recently that I actually managed to have a bug out place. But I had enough funding to have both. You've got to have the gold. I mean, I don't know what your particular circumstances are, but what the gold also does is it puts you in a position to buy what you need because it's real money, and also then to take advantage of the opportunities that present. So, I mean, wherever you are in your physical location, I mean, you can't give up all your gold, or you won't have anything to work with moving forward.
Or pay your property taxes on the bug out location.
Or in your main location, right? Because those are the threats. Also, you didn't say whether or not your current location, if you have a mortgage. So you have to be in a position to take care of that. You know, I would say that up until recently, my home I made that into my last stand. And that's where I did the food, the water, the energy, the security, the barterability, well, obviously, the community, and the shelter. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think you said a lot of important things because it totally depends on your individual goals and objectives, concerns, where exactly you're located. You know, are you in an apartment? Are you in the center of the city? Are you more in the suburbs on the outskirts? Do you have a community around you? But I think there's a lot of considerations there, but I think what you said is important. If you don't have the physical gold, if I had to choose bug out property or physical gold, I'm taking physical gold because physical gold gives me the most options. Right?
And the most choices.
Because when this happens and gold goes up and all the other properties get depleted, I have more choices when I have the gold asset that's higher in value, right? Versus if I only have my bug out property, then I only have one option.
Right.
That's it. If I have gold, I got as many choices as I want.
Exactly. Yeah,
so
I think that's
if
a
it's
good
one
point.
or the other, I'm taking gold every time.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I did not liquidate my gold to buy that property, the bug out property.
No.
And I would not have liquidated my gold because I did set myself up. I just became uncomfortable because of the riots.
Right. Well, you took on debt, right, to buy the property. You could have bought it outright, but you have the gold over here to take care of that.
Correct.
So it's another
Except
strategy.
I didn't take on debt because they wouldn't, because it was like a one of a kind, so I couldn't get debt on it. But I didn't sell any gold to do it. I was in the position, fortunately, where the owner actually carried me for a minute.
Well, it is debt.
So yes, I did. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Instead of a mortgage company. Right?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
So,
you're right. Yeah,
so if you can't do both, and I don't know if you can't do both because you can't pay a mortgage, but if you can afford to pay the debt, then maybe buying a bug out property, and using debt, and then keeping your gold and silver. That's
that 100%. Because if I could have done that, that was what I wanted to do, and then use the gold to pay the mortgage off.
Right.
But I didn't have that option. But you're absolutely right. When you have the gold, you have more optionality, and then whatever the cost of that mortgage is, I mean, basically you're paying pennies on the dollar. It's exactly the same strategy that the governments use, and that's why they love inflation, because it devalues the currency and they're repaying that debt with cheaper and cheaper. But I would also say, Linzer W., that you might want to click the Calendly link if you don't have a consultant here and have this conversation with them, because there's too many variables in here to be able to give you a good answer. But our consultants are trained in the strategy and all of this, so they can take a look at everything for you and help you create your own strategy, and which you need to do. I'm glad that you had the physical gold. This is not the time to liquidate it, and I agree with you. Keeps you all of your it's choices. It's the ability to have these choices. If you like this clip and you want to watch the full video, just click right here, and to subscribe, click right here.